Hey everybody, welcome again to Make It Monday with Paper Tray Ink. This is Betsy Veldman, and today I'm going to be sharing a very simple technique for creating bordered sentiments using a very simple masking technique. Alright, so let's go to it. Alright, so I'm starting off with a 4 by 5¼ inch piece of Stampers Select White cardstock, and I have a sentiment on my grid block here, which is from the brand new We Go Together stamp set. It's Thinking of You Today and Smiling sentiment, and I'm going to be stamping that with some Winter Wisteria ink, and I'm going to stamp it right about here, leaving a little bit of room along the bottom and along the top as well. Alright, there we go. Alright, now I'm going to take a ruler and a pen. I have a purple pen here. This is a Copic pen. And I'm going to be drawing some lines above and below my sentiment. I have my clear ruler here, which makes it a lot easier to get a straight line here. And I'm just going to start on one end and I'm going to go all the way to the other edge. And again, same thing above the sentiment, leaving a little bit of room above the lettering on the sentiment so it doesn't look too crowded. And then I'm going to take some post-it notes, one of the Stampers' essential supplies in my book, and I'm going to trim them. I've got a couple of them here, and I left the sticky portion of the note, and I'm going to go ahead and stick that right along that line that I just drew. It's easier, I think, to just trim them with a scissors narrower than what you're going to actually need, instead of trying to mess around with measuring them and cutting them the right width. I'm just going to cut two of them for each width here as I go along, narrower so that I can use that straight edge and line that up right along my drawn line. Alright, so that creates a mask for us, so I can do my stamping now. And I'm using the new Lovely Layers stamp set, which I just love this set. The images are so pretty. I think makes cards come together so easily. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the larger of the two solid medallions, and I'm going to stamp this first one here with some Hawaiian Shores ink, and I'm going to position it so that part of that medallion extends below into our masked area. Alright, then I'm going to take the smaller medallion and I will stamp that with some Raspberry Fizz. And this one I'm going to stamp below our masked area, and again just letting some of that image go over into our mask. Alright, now I'm taking the smaller flower image, also again from Lovely Layers, and I'm going to stamp a few of those, kind of cluster them in with my medallion images. And again, just letting part of that image go over into the masked area. Now I have the smaller little flower center, which I'm going to fill in. This is with Raspberry Fizz. I'm going to stamp that one up there just to kind of create, we're going to create a flow with our flower images. I'm going to clean my stamp here, and then I'm going to stamp one more with some Hawaiian Shores ink off to the right here, down here at the bottom. And then I have the little hexagon-like stamp, which is also from Lovely Layers. It fills in the center of the flowers. Starting off here with Hawaiian Shores in the center of this flower right here. And then taking some winter wisteria and filling in a few more. Here I'm going to stamp one kind of off the edge up at the top here. It creates a nice flow with our floral images from going from this lower right corner up to the top. Alright, so our stamping is finished, and now comes the fun part when we get to peel away the mask. And you can see how when we pull that away, those stamped images just go right up to that line that we drew. Just kind of a cool effect. It's very simple, very easy to do, but just kind of a neat look. Alright, so let's finish off the card here. I have a 1.5 by 4 inch strip of Aqua Mist gingham from the pattern pack. And I'm going to adhere that along the left edge of our stamped panel. And then I have a rickrack border that I die cut from some Raspberry Fizz stripe paper from the pattern pack as well. And we'll adhere that over top of that seam, over top of that edge there. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and round the right corners of my panel. And I have a Winter Wisteria card base here. This is a standard A2 4.25 by 5.5 inch card base, and I'm going to round all 4 of the right corners there. And then we can just go ahead and adhere this panel. And then I'm also going to add a few pearls, just to add a little dimension, a little extra something. Just kind of scatter those around. Got some lavender ones, pink ones, and aqua ones here. These are from Doodlebug. Alright, and maybe another one right up here. Alright, and that's all there is to it. That card is finished. I really love the way that looks with the bordered sentiment. It's kind of just a fun look for a one-layer card. Alright, well, thanks for joining me. This has been Betsy Veldman for Paper Tray Ink, and I hope you all have a great week, and I can't wait to see your take on this week's challenge.